you know what, I'm done with this. I can't be spending my time on useless things. I can't spend my time lusting after women. And it's a devil's workshop. You need to be doing nothing for you to actually end up there. If you are committed to something, if you are dedicated to something, it was gonna be, that temptation wasn't gonna come about your way. What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I've just decided to share, to have a real talk with you. By real talk, what do I mean? I mean problems that I faced whilst growing up, problems that I faced on my journey to become a better person. This is what I'll be sharing on Real Talk. As you might have seen from the title of the video, yes, I was a pornography addict, and for a long time I wasn't willing to admit it. And the intensity of this addiction it tore me apart. It tore me apart from God, firstly, tore my relationships with those around me, and yeah, I'll be sharing more about that as we go into the video. So the whole chat on this whole pornography thing, it started off, and how should I say this? You know, as soon as boys hit puberty, or people hit puberty in general, they begin or tend to feel hormonal imbalances. And yeah, we all know the process. I feel like it came from the wrong influence of mostly the things that you watch. It raises, you'll be seeing things on, I don't know, you're scrolling on your phone, you're seeing things and you start imagining. And from there, well, that's not how it started originally. Originally, to actually start or go into it, I heard about it from a friend, and once I heard about it, when I got home, the first thing that I did was, okay, let me search out what this is and actually check out what this is. And from there, I found myself getting deeper and deeper and deeper into it, failing to pull myself out. And the first thing that I saw was the distance that it was creating between me and God. And it became, how should I say this? It became more harder to pray each and every time I would go watch, let's say, a pornography video, masturbate, and after that, it would be so hard and impossible to get into a presence or spirit of prayer. And I feel like my prayer life gave me more purpose and fulfillment within my life. So once that happened, it removed the purpose and fulfillment within my life. I was not living like a purposeless life. I wasn't living a purpose-driven life anymore, which is the intention and the goal of every man, to live a purpose-driven life. Apart from the spiritual side of it, pornography had so much of a negative impact on my mental health. How, you might be asking yourself? Firstly, it was an addiction. So I became dependent on it. And you find that each and every day, like after school or whatever, I'll usually quickly go into my room, close the door or whatever. And each and every day I became more dependent on it. And each and every day I withdrew myself from God. I withdrew from my purpose, which led to me becoming more depressed. And even though I would be smiling and everything, deep down, I knew how I felt. I knew what it was actually doing to me. I knew that it was killing me. And each and every day I'll be yearning for help. Each and every day I'll be crying out for help. But the thing is, I was crying from within. I wasn't admitting it out loud. I wasn't admitting it to no one. I was keeping it to myself, saying that I need help. And my mental health, my self-esteem went down the drain. And yeah, once this started happening, once my mental health and self-esteem started depreciating, it led to, how should I say this? I started failing to build quality relationships with people around me, especially with the female gender. The thing is that the whole pornography, the whole aspect of pornography the mindset it lives with is such I'm looking for the proper vocabulary. It's I don't know. It destroys the image of women in your mind, and building healthy relationships with those around you end up lasting for each and every woman you see. And as we know in the Bible, it says that whosoever looketh at a woman to lust hath already committed adultery. So without knowing it, we're committing adultery on our phones, or fornicating with people we don't even know on our phones. And yeah, so after this, I started failing to develop actual connections, actual relationships with people around me, and any emotional connections because of that. Not only was it killing the spiritual and the relationship sides of my life, not only did I have less focus and productivity, but I had less motivation, as my brain was always achieving this so much dopamine without actually it was, how should I say this, dopamine, easy come, easy go, yeah. So not only did the whole pornography chat have a negative impact on my productivity and focus, but it also led to my motivation decreasing. And to those of you who don't know, basically the masturbation leads to the list of testosterone, which leads to decreased motivation levels. And each and every day I was facing this. I wake up, I feel depressed, I feel low, I feel down, I feel tired, I can't even face the day. But only because of the little act that I committed, that 5-minute video, 3-minute video that I watched, that led to me actually feeling bad, that removed so much fulfillment and purpose from my life. And yeah, so this continued on from about the ages of 14 till like 17. And honestly, if it hadn't been for God's help, God's hand, and actually myself coming to the decision of saying, no, you know what, I'm done with this. I can't be spending my time on useless things. I can't spend my time wasting, lusting after women. And I started trying to develop, instead, there's a scripture that I love in the Bible that says, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. So I found myself that every time I was free, every time that I wasn't doing anything, those are the times I actually pop up onto the sites and actually start gallivanting about there. And this all came about because of freeness, idleness. So I started trying to make myself as busy as possible, making my mind busy as possible. So one thing that I would advise to anybody who is going through this, who is struggling with this, well, pray. If you can't tell anyone, firstly, pray about it. There is a Father who hears, and every single time He hears your prayers. Secondly, try to always keep yourself busy each and every day. Don't have free times whereby you're just doing nothing on your phone, just scrolling about, because that's how it starts. An idle mind is the devil's workshop. You need to be doing nothing for you to actually end up there. If you are committed to something, if you are dedicated to something, it was gonna be, that temptation wasn't gonna come about your way. If you almost destroyed my life, almost left me in the trenches, left me far away from God, left me far away from my purpose, left me far away from the things that I'm supposed to do. So if there's someone who needs help, I'm gonna tell you, brother, I'm gonna tell you, sister, you can do this. You know, it's a choice that you make, and I believe that you can overcome it. If you enjoyed watching that video and you'd like more content like that, please don't forget to click the subscribe button, share, like, and comment.